Have you ever sat down to study, only to check your phone 5 minutes later? Have you ever started something important, but somehow your mind pulled you toward everything except the thing you actually wanted to finish? If you have, this story is about you. In a quiet American town lived a teenage boy named Ethan. Ethan was smart. His teachers often told him he had great potential. But there was one problem. Ethan couldn't focus. Whenever he opened his textbook, he thought about his phone. When he put his phone away, he thought about his friends. When he tried studying again, he started thinking about games, videos, and everything happening around him. Every night, Ethan promised himself, "Tomorrow, I'll change." But tomorrow always became another tomorrow. His father, Michael, noticed what was happening. One evening, he sat beside Ethan and said, "Son, you don't have a lack of talent. You have a lack of control." Ethan looked confused. Michael continued, "Your mind is powerful, but if you don't learn to control it, it will control you." Ethan nodded, but deep down, he didn't really believe him. A few days later, Michael decided it was time to show Ethan something he would never forget. Michael took Ethan to meet an old teacher named Mr. Daniel. Mr. Daniel was known for helping young people build discipline and reach their goals. Ethan explained his problem. Mr. Daniel didn't give him a long lecture. Instead, he handed Ethan a glass filled with water. Then he pointed toward his garden. "Walk around the entire garden," Mr. Daniel said, "and don't spill a single drop." Ethan looked at the glass and smiled. "That sounds easy." He started walking. At first, everything was fine. Then he heard birds singing. He looked up. A few kids were playing nearby. He turned his head. The wind moved through the trees. Ethan became curious about everything around him. Suddenly, some water spilled. He tried to be more careful, but another distraction caught his attention. A dog ran across the garden. Ethan looked at it for just a moment. More water spilled. By the time he returned, almost half the glass was empty. Mr. Daniel looked at the glass and calmly asked, "Why did you spill so much water?" Ethan lowered his head. "Because I kept getting distracted." Mr. Daniel smiled. "Exactly. Then he pointed toward the glass. "This glass is your goal. The water is your focus. And everything around you is distraction." Ethan suddenly realized that the simple exercise was actually a lesson about his entire life. Mr. Daniel looked directly at Ethan and said, "You don't lose your future in one big mistake. You lose it through hundreds of tiny distractions." Those words stayed in Ethan's mind. That evening, he went home and looked at his phone. Usually, he would immediately start scrolling, but this time, he stopped. For the first time, Ethan didn't ask, "How much time can I spend on this?" Instead, he asked himself, "How much of my future am I giving away for this?" That question changed something inside him. The next morning, Ethan decided to change. Not overnight, not perfectly, just one small step at a time. He started waking up at the same time every morning. He kept his phone away while studying. He stopped trying to do 5 things at once. And every morning, he spent a few quiet minutes sitting, breathing, and bringing his attention back whenever his mind wandered. It wasn't easy. Some days, he failed. Some days, he still wasted hours. Sometimes he became frustrated and thought, maybe I'm just not disciplined. But then he remembered the glass of water. He remembered how easily his attention had been pulled away. So whenever he lost focus, he didn't quit. He simply started again. One page, one problem, one task, one moment at a time. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And slowly, something inside Ethan began to change. Ethan's mind wasn't suddenly perfect. He still got distracted. He still had days when he didn't feel motivated. But now, there was one important difference. He noticed when his attention wandered, and instead of following every thought, he brought his attention back. Slowly, his grades improved. His confidence grew. And more importantly, Ethan began trusting himself. He was finally learning that discipline wasn't about being perfect. It was about returning to the right path whenever you drifted away. 1 year later, a major academic competition was announced. Students from different schools would compete to solve difficult problems under intense time pressure. Ethan decided to enter. On the day of the competition, the room was silent. The first question appeared on the screen. It was difficult. Ethan felt nervous. He looked around and saw other students rushing through their work. Some were already panicking. For a moment, Ethan felt the same pressure. Then he remembered Mr. Daniel's glass of water. He took a slow breath. "Don't look at everything around you," he told himself. "Just focus on what's in front of you." He looked at the first problem again. Instead of worrying about the entire competition, he focused only on that one question. He solved it. Then he moved to the next. One problem at a time, one decision at a time, one moment at a time. And for the first time, Ethan understood what true focus felt like. The competition continued for hours. The questions became harder. The pressure became stronger. But Ethan stayed calm. Whenever his mind started racing, he brought it back to the problem in front of him. He didn't think about the students around him. He didn't worry about winning. He simply focused on doing his best with the moment he had. Finally, the competition ended. Ethan walked out of the room exhausted. He didn't know whether he had won. A few days later, the results were announced. Ethan had won first place. His teachers applauded. His classmates congratulated him. His father, Michael, smiled proudly. But Ethan's eyes immediately searched for one person, Mr. Daniel. The old teacher smiled when he saw him. "You did it," he said. Ethan replied, "I couldn't have done it without your lesson." Mr. Daniel shook his head. "The glass didn't win the competition for you. You did." Ethan smiled. Then Mr. Daniel said something Ethan would remember for the rest of his life. "You didn't become successful because you suddenly became smarter. You became successful because you learned where to place your attention." Ethan finally understood. Talent can give you an opportunity. Intelligence can help you understand. Luck can open a door. But discipline keeps you moving when everything around you tries to pull you away. And that lesson wasn't only about competitions. It was about life. Maybe you're facing the same battle Ethan faced. Maybe you're not lazy. Maybe you're not incapable. Maybe your attention is simply being pulled in too many directions. Your phone wants your attention. Social media wants your attention. Entertainment wants your attention. Even your own thoughts can pull you away from what truly matters. But remember Ethan's glass. Your future is like that glass. Every small distraction takes a little away, and you may not notice it happening until one day you look back and realize how much time has disappeared. So don't try to change your entire life tonight. Start smaller. Put your phone away for 10 minutes. Finish one task before starting another. Read one page. Study one chapter. Work on one dream. And when your mind wanders, don't hate yourself. Just bring it back. Again and again and again. Because every time you bring your attention back, you're training yourself to become stronger. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep returning to what matters. Remember Ethan, the boy who once couldn't focus became the boy who learned to control his mind. And your story can change too. Your future is in your hands. Don't let small distractions slowly empty your glass. Control your mind. Focus on what matters. And start today, because your next chapter of success may begin with one simple decision. I will take control of my attention. Make that decision today.